Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're still on the series of HTML and HTML. Yeah. So now I'm talking about images in HTML. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking at images in HTML, and the thing is that we use images. Maybe for you may want to use image for logos, photographs, illustrations, diagram, or like a chart or anything. But somehow, sometimes you really have to put an image in your website. So I'm going to be looking how to do that, and I just want to give some places where you can find good images. I've still not been able to connect to the internet, so that's just another thing for another time. On splash.com and pixel.com, you can these are two major places I basically use. There are other places, iStock Photo too, www.gettyimages.com. You can check that out, and you can also use those ones. All right. So, and when it comes to storing images on our website, it's important that we put everything in a folder, because like it just makes more sense to just have a folder for images. So that's, and as your website keeps growing, it's just a smart thing, conventional thing to do. All right. So yeah, so let's move on. So let's go to our code environment. So what I tried doing was create a folder for. I didn't create a folder. I didn't name the folder I want let us do our images.html. I didn't name that folder. I didn't name that folder. What I didn't. I didn't name that folder. Um, images, because by the time you're naming it images, gives this it gives this image icon right here. Get what I mean? So to avoid that, I just added HTML to it, because some of the intel sense of Visual Studio Code to take it as an image file. So I put image HTML. Then this I just did it because I was having issues when I added just one folder. It was kind of coming together. I just wanted to separate that. You might not have that issue. So we'll just do images. Just HTML. Yeah. So I can delete this. How it works. Yeah, just to give you guys a brief. Right, so I already put some about 4 images there. You can pick any image of your choice and use them. So let's start. So I'm going to just name these images. Okay. Alright, so what's next? Yeah, so the basic syntax of an image. Can we just open this in a live server and let's go to, let's do a H1. Name this image. This in HTML. Right. So the basic syntax of, we use an image tag, which is a self-closing tag. So use it to add image to a page. So, and it must carry the excuse me, must carry a source attribute, an alt attribute, and you can add sizes and subsets. Right. So just take that again. So the basic two attributes that I must have is source and alt. Alright. So source basically contains where the URL to where the image is, and alt gives a text description of the image. Alright. Then you could also add a title attribute that provides additional information about the image. And most browsers would display the content of the attribute in a tooltip when like you hover over the image, that kind of thing. So and alt attribute is often referred to as alt text, and when you use alt attribute, it's important to give an accurate description of the image content, so it can be, so that like the screen reader will understand. For example, if you put an image and the image doesn't load, is that alt text that the screen reader will read, or any other person, okay, will know what image is there. I don't know if you've ever used, maybe you're using Instagram on your laptop, for example, and the images are not loading, maybe because there's poor connection or Wi-Fi connection. You'll see that it could give you a text description of what the image is about. So that's kind of what alt text is for. All right. So, and in our image element or tag, you could also specify the width and height. You could also do this with CSS, but you could also do it with your in your HTML file. So you just specify the height and width in pixels. All right. So let's just see how to apply that, and let's see how that works. So I believe you put your images like we did earlier. We talked about trying to find access file. So I'm going to use this, and you can see it right here. If I open this in full screen, you see how big this is the image I put. All right. So let's try and size it. Let's say maybe codes image HTML tutorial. Let's put something like this. So now let's see how this alt tag works. I'm just going to cancel that out. So in a case where the image is not loading, it's the alt tag that will be seen. Right? So let's kind of give it a title and do HTML CSS, right? Images HTML, right? So we'll size this now. We'll give it a width of, let's say, 200. Yep, we have that. So let's work with 400 and see how that is. Yeah. So if we can add height to, so let's give it 400 to make sense. When you put the height, it automatically sets it to. So you can just leave it as 400 just to have a good thing to it. All right. So that's basically it. So that is also important for school. So now where do we place images in our code? Um, in your code. Okay. Now you could put it before a paragraph, inside a paragraph, or in the middle of a paragraph. Alright. So we're going to take three examples. Let's say paragraph one. And I'm going to do Lorem 30. Alright. So at the start of a paragraph, okay, paragraph one, let's do something, let's do like H4 before a paragraph. I kind of want to make this really small, so I'm not using it. Right. So before a paragraph, and that means we're going to put our image here. I'm still going to use the same image I used, and let's give it the same width of, let's give it a width of 200. So that makes it better. And I may just comment this out. Yeah. So before a paragraph, another word, paragraph 2, H4, inside the start the paragraph, and let's give a P there. Let's do another word, 30. And we're just going to put our image tag here. I'm going to use the same image I used. I'm not putting any odds because of time. I just give the width of 200. So you could put it is inside the start of a paragraph. Another place you could put it is in the middle of a paragraph. Alright? So let's do another. So let's add a line break here. Just keep practicing some of the things we have learned earlier. So we have an H3, call this paragraph 3. Then I'll have an H4, let's say in the middle of a paragraph. Okay, then um, let's see, let's come somewhere here and image. I use the same image we had used earlier. Let's also give it a width of 200. Okay, so you have that. This is how it looks. Okay, now there are like two types of elements which I've not really spoken of. We have block elements and inline elements. So block elements will always appear on a new line. No matter where you put your P paragraph, your P tag, your P elements, they always appear on a new line. While your H1s too, they are block elements. So block elements always appear on a new line. While inline elements sit within a block level element and do not start on a new line. Do you understand? So even if I put a P tag in between here, and I say I there, it's going to start. Where's the I there? Someone help me look for I there. It's always going to start on a new element, on a new line. So P tag is an example of a block element. Alright. So if the image tag is followed by a block level element, such as paragraph, then the block level element will sit on a new line after the image is shown after the images are shown. Alright. So that's one of the things you should just understand about block level elements. So the for example the image was put before the P tag, yeah, you see that it started on a new line. But if it's sitting in between inside the P tag, it's just going to follow that same line. The same thing occurs when we place the image in the middle of the paragraph. Yeah. Understood? So that's basically how it works. Now another one we're looking there are three rules when creating images for website, we're going to talk about, and I'm just going to quickly have a brief talk about it. So one thing is they said that you should save your images in the right format. So website mainly use images in JPEG. I don't know if it's GIF or GIF now, or PNG format. If you choose the wrong image format, then your image might not look sharp as it should and can make the web page slower to load. And also ensure that you save the image in the right size. You should save the image at the same width and height it will appear on the website. If the image is smaller than the width or height that you have specified, the image can be distorted and stressed. Then and also take more time for the image to load. Also, you should use the correct resolution. Like you probably know this, that Comdat screens are made up of small dots pixels. Like your images are made up of small dots pixels, like that. So images used on the web are also made up of tiny dots, right? So resolutions refers to like the number of dots per inch. So saving images at higher resolution in images that are larger than necessary can take longer time to download and all that. So that's some of those handy tips that you should note when it comes to using these things. Alright, so we're going to talk about something called figure. Figure is used to put your image and your image captions together. That's the basic use of figure. So let's come right here. I'm going to use an H2. I'm going to call it figure. Right, so how does a figure work? A figure works as a figure. So if you click this, a figure element represents some flow content, optionally with a caption that is self-contained, like a complete sentence, and is typically referenced as a single unit for the main field of the document. Alright, so it's basically the purpose of figure is to contain your images and your caption together. You will, by the time you apply it, you see the difference. So let's put an image here. Let's use the same image we've been using. I'll put a line break here. I even use two. Alright, does it work? Yeah. So let's give this a width of 200 as we have been doing it. Alright. So now if you want to put a caption here, use something called fig caption. Alright. So let's say let's create a line break here. And we say fig caption. And here we say ubiquitous images in HTML tutorial. So certain images in HTML tutorial. As you can see, this place they are all words together, unlike how it was here. It's not so together. It's not putting them together. So the purpose of is just to like put your image and your caption together. All right. So it's I feel using this makes your image look more organized. So it's a pretty handy tool to go with. So let's move to our exercise. Let's go exercise. Now, sorry. Exercise. Now you need to look up how to spell exercise. So let's put which exercise. Alright, so let's start with an H1 and I'll try and see if I can find my logo. Can I find my logo here? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's just a logo. Equals logo. Yep. Let's use this. So I'm going to come here and paste it right here. Okay. Chances that when I upload this this like you might not see the logo there. I'll probably remove it. I don't know. Let's feel like so let's go to images as logo. So let's open this in a new page. So let's size this to be like width. So logo. Yep. So we have ubiquitous there, right? So let's do a figure. Right, and we put our image, and let's use the image we used before. Let's say 17G. Let's give this a width of 200. Alright, and let's give it let's say ubiquitous logo. That's the alt, and let's give this ubiquitous images in HTML tutorial image. Right, and come here and make a quick diagram. We could give it a fig caption of there are various rules to be followed in optimizing your images on your web pages. Yep, I think this makes sense. All right, so we could come out of our fig caption or our figure, and the we said the rules are listed below. Right, let's create a p tag, and we're going to say image. Let's create image element. I'm going to put HTML1. So I have this big image right there. We give a width of 100. It will say save images in the right format. Give another one. Let's make this like 200, so that there's everything to do. And let's say save images at the right size. And let's do the last one, images, and let's do H03. And what does it say? Use the correct resolution. So somehow what I've done here is kind of alternating the role of a title and alt, but it's more advisable what we have used as our alt here ought probably to be as our title. Alright, so if I probably cut this out and I use title, paste it, and I could just say correct resolution image. You get, so I could cut this too and give it a title and right size image. Also cut this too and put it as a title and paste it, and here I could say right so I could give it a width 200. So width 200. You know what came through my mind now. So this is how it's looking. So this is just a basic way of applying applying images. So yeah, thank you. We've come to the end of the video. Have a great day. Yeah, peace out. Sorry.